Dr. Elia Raza was known as the silent genius at the Metropolitan Hartwell Clinic in Karachi, a neurosurgeon with unmatched precision. Elia was also a man of few words, his voice soft, his movements calculated, his life deliberately quiet. He had a secret few knew. He suffered from misophonia, a disorder that made everyday sounds chewing, tapping, whispering unbearable. Surgery, with its sterile silence, was his only sanctuary. Then the whispers began. Patients who underwent surgery under his care began dying unexpectedly. At first, it was dismissed as coincidence, complications, fragile conditions. But after the third death in 2 months, whispers turned into suspicion. The fourth patient's family noticed something chilling small, fresh scars that didn't match the surgical notes. A formal inquiry was launched. Inside the medical files, someone found unlisted organs, removed lungs, kidneys, even a pancreas. It wasn't just malpractice, it was butchery. Dr. Raza was arrested. The media devoured the story. A brilliant surgeon accused of selling organs on the black market. His silence now seemed sinister. The once pristine surgical theater was now called the Whispering Room, a nickname born from the eerie quiet of his operations and the death it left behind. Elia didn't speak at the trial, not out of guilt, but because his mind had fractured in the weeks before. The constant accusations, the glares, the whispers, they echoed louder than drills in his skull. But one person believed him, Nadia, his younger sister, a forensic technician. She fought relentlessly through court appeals, digging into hospital logs, security tapes, financial records. It took months, but she finally uncovered the truth. The real culprit, Dr. Mirza, the head of surgery, was running a clandestine transplant racket using compromised patient charts. He chose Elia's patients deliberately, knowing Elia wouldn't notice the manipulation and the noise of his own tortured mind. His misophonia made him avoid conversation, ignore side chatter, overlook subtle social warnings. When the truth surfaced, Elia was freed. Headlines tried to redeem him. The doctor who heard too much, silent but innocent. But freedom came too late. Elia never returned to the OR. He had developed auditory hallucinations, whispers in the dark, voices during sleep. One night, he wandered into the old, unused surgical wing and locked himself inside. When they found him days later, he had starved, surrounded by pages of old patient files, scribbled over with the words, "They kept whispering, and I couldn't cut it out." His body was cremated. Nadia took the ashes to a quiet hillside. Hartwell Clinic renamed the surgical wing, but some interns still call it the Whispering Room, not out of fear, but sorrow. And sometimes, when all is still, they say you can hear the scratch of a pen or the soft rasp of someone trying desperately not to scream.